Hello everyone, welcome to the new lesson in this course. And in this tutorial we are going to create this nice menu hover effect. So when I hover over my cursor any of this link move to the top and the second span tag take the position. After that a red color background covered the whole span area. And if I remove it, it is back to its own position again. So this is what we are going to build today in this project. So let's start the practical and see how we can build it. So as you can see side by side, I opened my Visual Studio Code editor and my browser using live server extension, and I already created an HTML document named index.html. With that, I already create style.css file and I link this file with this document. Then inside the body tag to create the menu, I am going to take UL tag and order list. After that, inside it I am going to take a li tag. Then inside the li tag, here I am going to take an anchor tag A. Then inside the anchor tag, I am going to take span tag, span. And here I am going to type home. And then I am going to take another span tag which contains the same text, home. And the first span is the one which is going to move to the top. And the second one move from the bottom and take the first place. Then I'm going to copy the li tag multiple times and replace the text. So I'm going to fast forward this process. So I fast forward this process and add about, services, portfolio and contact. After create the menu items, let's jump into the CSS file and start styling. So I'm going to jump into the style.css file. At first I'm going to select body tag, body. Then inside the curly braces, the first property I'm going to use background color. Background color, and here I'm going to use dark gray background, #222. Next, I'm going to define height to this body. Height, and here I'm going to use height 100 VH. And display I'm going to make it flex. After that, justify content. So I'm going to content all the elements middle of this page. So I'm going to type center. And also align items center. So it's going to vertically and horizontally align the content center of this page. So after set this file, this is how it's look like. After that, I'm going to change the font. So I'm going to type font family. I'm going to use Arial font. You can use any font, it's up to you. And I'm going to set this file. And next I'm going to target the main. So I'm going to type UL. Inside the curly braces, the first property I'm going to use display. Display, here I'm going to use flex value. And then I want to list item one above the another. For that here I'm going to use another property called flex direction. And flex direction I'm going to make it column. And I'm going to save this file. Also I'm going to make justify content center. Align items also center. And I'm going to save this file. Next I'm going to target the list items which is inside the UL tag. So I'm going to type UL li inside the curly braces. At first I'm going to define position, and here I'm going to use relative position. After define position, next property I'm going to use list style, and I'm going to make it none because I want to remove the dots. After that, I'm going to add little margin. Here I'm going to add margin from all of the direction 5 pixels. Then I'm going to select anchor tag A. Then inside the curly braces, the first property I'm going to use position again. Position relative. Display, and I'm going to make it block. Also I'm going to assign height 40 pixel. Then I'm going to use text decoration. I'm going to make it none because I want to remove the underline, and I'm going to save the file. After save this file, this is how they look like. Also I want to change the font color. So I'm going to set color and I'm going to make them white. and it's going to make it fully visible. Also, I'm going to define font size. After add the color, also I'm going to add padding. Padding from top and bottom, I'm going to add 5 pixels. From left and right, I'm going to add 10 pixels. Next, I'm going to add font weight. Font weight, and here I'm going to make it font weight 300. I want little lighter font. Letter spacing. Here I'm going to add 2 pixels. And overflow, and I'm going to make it overflow hidden. After set this file, this is how it's look like. After that, if you want to increase the font size, yes you can, but for now I'm not going to increase the font size, and then I'm going to target the span tag which is inside the anchor tag. For that, here I'm going to type ULLI after anchor tag, and then I'm going to target span. Then inside the curly braces, first I'm going to define position. Position, I'm going to make it relative. Then I'm going to define width and height. Width, I'm going to assign 100% width. And height, here I'm going to define 100. Here I'm going to define 100% height. And display, I'm going to make it flex. Now the question is, why I make display flex? Because we need to change the order of the second span. We need to move it below the first span. That's why I use flex. Now it go bottom of the first span tag. It do not have space beside it. That's why it's moved to the bottom. Next, I'm going to add align items center, and justify content also center. So it's going to horizontally and vertically center this element. And I'm going to set this file. After set this file, as you can see, it hide the text. Now the second span shifted below the first one. Also, it do not have enough space. And as you can see, here we use overflow hidden property. That's why it's not visible. If I uncomment the overflow hidden property, let me show you, then set this file again. Now it's visible again. And that's why we need to use the property overflow hidden. And we need to save it again. Next, I'm going to add little transition on it. Transition, and here I'm going to make transition 0.5 seconds. 0.5 second. After that, you can add color, but I already add the color property in our anchor tag. So I'm going to cut that color from this anchor tag, and I'm going to paste it here. Then I'm going to add font size. Font size, I'm going to make it 20 pixels. Also, text transform, I'm going to make it uppercase. And text transform, I'm going to make it capitalize. And I'm going to set this file. After set this file, this is how it's look like. Now this span element look much better. Now, if I hovering over this anchor tag, I want to change the position. I want to first span move from its position. I want to move it to the upward to the top. And second span move from the bottom and take its place. So when I hover over this anchor tag, some type hover. Then I want to target the span tag child. So type span nth child, and I want to target the first child 1. Then inside the curly braces, I'm going to use transform property. Transform, translate y, and here I'm going to pass -100%. And I want to save this file. After save this file, if I jump into the index.html file, from here we are going to target the first span tag. So after save this file, if I save this file and hover over my cursor on this span tag, you can see it moved the first span tag upward. Basically, it moved up to the top and then disappear. And now we need to move this second span tag, which is going to take its place. For that, I'm going to duplicate this section, and this time I'm going to target nth child 2. And we don't need to change too much. Just if I save this file and hover my cursor on this element, you can see the result. Now the second one, take the first one place. First one move upward and second one come from the bottom. So this is the exact effect we want. Now we need to work on the background. And to create the background, we are going to use before pseudo element. So I'm going to create a pseudo element of anchor tag. So I'm going to type a colon before. Then inside the curly braces, here I am going to take a blank content. Content, it's a blank content. After that, I'm going to position it. Position, and here I'm going to set position absolute. Then I'm going to place it from the top, I'm going to position it 0, and from the left, I'm going to place it 0. After that, I'm going to provide width and height. Here I'm going to use 100% width of span tag. So I'm going to type width 100%, height also 100%. Then I'm going to set background color. Background color, and here I'm going to use red background color. Red. And I'm going to set this file. After set this file, this is how it's look like. Now I want this background color when I hover over this link. For that, I'm going to use transform property. So I'm going to type transform scale x. Here I'm going to pass 0. And I want to grow it from the left side to right side, so I'm going to change the origin position. Transform origin, I'm going to pass left here. Left. And I'm going to set the transition. Transition, I'm going to set 0.5 second. And I'm going to set this file. After set this file, as you can see, it hide the red background. Now, when I hover over this link, I want to grow the background from the left side and shrink to the right side. For that, we need to create the hover selector. Anchor, hover, colon, I'm going to target the before element. Before. And inside the curly braces, first I'm going to use transform property. Transform, and I'm going to set scale value. Scale x. And this time I'm going to make it scale x value 1. So it's going to completely fill the background and it's going to start from the left side. So if I hover my cursor, you can see the result. But the problem is, when I move my mouse from this span tag, this background back to the left side again. But I don't want it. I want to end this background to the right side. For that, we need to use transform origin again. Transform origin. This time I'm going to change the side, which is right side, and I'm going to set this file. After set this file, if I hover my cursor on it, hey, it's not working according to our desired result. So don't worry, I'm going to comment out this line and I'm going to add some transition delay. And I'm going to delay it up to 0.5 second, and I'm going to set this file. After set this file, if I hover my cursor on this element, this span element, as you can see, after 0.5 second delay, our background appear. And if I move my cursor out of it, instantly it back to the old position. And I don't need this line, so I'm going to remove this line. And this is what we create in our project. And I'm going to save this file. I hope now it's clear for you how we can build this beautiful menu hover effect. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next project.